A little while ago, I asked you guys for your stupid video ideas, and 3 weeks gone by and I completely forgot about it until today, so let's take a look at it and see if I can make any stupid videos, or rather a ton of stupid videos in this one video. So let's see what you guys are saying. Top comment is ranking all Gen 4 Pokemon on how well they would run a money laundering scheme and dodge tax evasion. That is quite the question. We're just gonna go through this quickly. These are all the tiers I made for the tax evasion. So first things first, Turtwig doesn't know what tax evasion is. You're a baby. Torterra, you would get arrested immediately, and so would Grotle. Actually, no, Grotle would almost get away with it. Chimchar, you don't know what it is. The entire training line doesn't know what it is. Empoleon would absolutely get away with it, but Prinplup and Piplup would not. They would be sus. Staravia is definitely in the Mafia. I can't explain it. I just know it is. Same with Starly. Bibarel and Bidoof are literally unaware. Kricketune probably invented tax evasion. These are literally ancient beings that never had to pay taxes, so they have no idea what that is anyway. Although Darkrai would absolutely get away with it. Okay, for the Rotoms gets a bit tricky. Regular Rotom gets arrested immediately. Rotom Freeze would get away with it. Same with Rotom Mow. However, Rotom Wash doesn't know what tax evasion is. Rotom Fan would almost get away with it, and then Rotom He would get arrested immediately as well. All of the Burmese would get away with it. You know what? This is stupid. This is stupid. Why? That's the point of the video, but I'm just gonna stop doing this. Okay, some of these ones I just can't do when it's like playing the game. Pokemon Bo with microtransactions, just play Unite. Pokemon that would be the best war criminals tier list. That might get me demonetized. Pokemon Diamond with only fire types. Hello everyone, this is Papa CHG back with my Pokemon Diamond Hardcore Nuzlocke using only fire type Pokemon. Here are the rules of the Hardcore Nuzlocke. Now it's time to pick our starter. I cannot pick Turtwig as Turtwig is not a fire type Pokemon. Nor can I pick Piplup because contrary to popular belief, Piplup also is not a fire type Pokemon. As we're only using fire types, we'll use the fire type Pokemon, Chimchar. Now I have one of the hardest fights in the early part of the game, the very first rival fight. Goes for pound. Don't think my Chimchar will live this. And no, it doesn't. So there ends our Hardcore Nuzlocke using only fire type Pokemon in Pokemon Platinum. This is not Pokemon Platinum, this is Pokemon Diamond version. We did okay. We got 50% of the encounters we possibly could have got, which is pretty good. Maybe next time I'll try it again, and instead I'll use water types. Wow, so who would have thought I lost a Hardcore Nuzlocke in like 2 minutes? Pokemon but chat is the guide. I kind of did that a little bit in the past, except people weren't telling me what to do. They were kind of just being like, oh, do what you want. So it didn't really work out too well. So a lot of these suggestions involve like playing the entire game, which I'm just not gonna do. Touching every Pokemon and then launching them to space for frizzing baby Gronk. What does this mean? I like this one. Ranking Diamond or Pearl fire types. So here's the tier list of Pokemon Diamond fire types. Cool. Infernape. Cool. Magmortar. Cool. Heatran. I don't know why there's no Ponyta on this tier list, but there is Victini, so Victini can represent Ponyta. There we go. Done. What would gym leaders be doing in a world without Pokemon? I don't even know. I guess Brock would stay home and take care of his family. Misty is really young. She'd probably be in school. Lieutenant Surge would still be in the war. Erica would be like a botanist? Is that like a plant person? Botanist? Something with a garden. Koga would still be a ninja, whatever that means. Sabrina would be a psychic. I'm sure he is a psychic. Blaine would probably work at the research lab or something, because isn't Blaine like a doctor? And then Giovanni would still be a mafia leader. So, yeah, I mean, that might go through every single gym leader, but there's the Kanto ones. Pokemon, but it's backwards. Start the champion and a Presto Lab. I did this already. I did this. Chaotic Meatball had it made. It was like a ROM hack of Emerald, and you just go backwards. It was cool. Really cool. But not many people did it. Not many people watched it. So if you want to watch it, it exists. Play Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise and switch to Viva Pinata channel slowly over time. I have the Viva Pinata game on Xbox 360. I played it when I was little, and I really liked it. It was cool. But is there still like a Viva Pinata fan base? Like, I haven't even thought about Viva Pinata in years. Using Pokemon teams from the manga as an excuse to read it, it's really darn good. I have read the original, and I did do a run in Platinum a while ago where I did Platinum as if it was Red. I can't remember if I used Red's exact team though, or if I used a team that I thought Red would use in Platinum, but it was a cool video. Nuzlocke played on Rockstar drums. Fantastic idea. Actually, amazing idea. However, I did the Nuzlocke on a DVR dance pad. It was one of the most fun videos I've ever made, and it's like the worst performing video on my channel, like ever. So, don't think we'll see a follow-up to that. I'm seeing a few suggestions like this. Pokemon Democracy decides which Pokemon you use. You put a poll for each route, which Pokemon gets the majority you have to catch and use. I've tried runs like this, which like required me to be live on stream. And whenever there's anything that involves a vote, people just don't vote. So it's like, it'll be cool, but if every decision is decided by 2 or 3 votes, it's not as cool. Yearly best non-Pokemon game. For this year, I think it's Pal World. I played Pal World nonstop for like 2 weeks straight, made a video on it, and then just didn't touch the game again. It was a really fun game. Like there was days where I've played it for like 8 hours, which I almost never do lately. Like whenever I play a game now, it's very rare that I play it for more than like 2 hours in one sitting. But Pal World really consumed me for that 2 weeks, and I kind of just stopped playing it. And apparently they're being sued. I don't really know much about that. Beating Pokemon Black and White the way GameFAQs intended. I could do that in the future. I did that with, I believe I only did it with Red and Blue and then Ruby and Sapphire. Did I do it with Ruby and Sapphire? Actually, I don't remember. But I might do this actually. Something in that similar vein. Ranking every Spinda variant. No thank you. Playing Pokemon, but it's opposite day, so I guess I'm just not playing Pokemon. Pokemon that you would likely be arrested for owning in the real world. I feel like Bulbasaur would be illegal, just a cute little plant thing. However, Ivysaur and Venusaur, yes, I know Bulbasaur is also a poison type, but I feel like that's probably illegal. Same thing with every fire type. Anything that just breathes fire has to be illegal. I'm gonna go with Caterpie being fine. However, Metapods kind of borderline and Butterfree's kind of borderline because they're just really big bugs and nobody likes bugs. Same thing with the Weedle. I mean, birds aren't even real, so sure, we can own them. Same with Rattata, but not Raticate because Raticate's creepy. Yeah, every single fire type is just straight up illegal. Same thing with fossils. I don't think it's very legal or ethical. I'm putting these in the wrong tier. But I don't think it's very legal or ethical to just like steal fossils and then resurrect them. Anything in the Safari Zone is legal because they're like endangered or whatever. Porygon's literally illegal, so arrested on the spot. Any legendary too, because there's only one of them. Jinx is just creepy. So is Alakazam, honestly. Nobody ever talks about that, but Alakazam's really creepy. Any ghost should also be illegal because they're ghosts, kind of creepy. Hypno and Drowsy, absolutely. Don't gotta explain that. Magnemite though? Yeah, I like Magnemite. Ooh, actually, does Magnemite get explosion? You know, no, never mind. You're like literally a bomb. Okay, same with these things. They're literally bombs. Yeah, any poison type, fire type, or anything that just explodes, arrested on the spot. Machamp's a tough one. I'm gonna go with arrested because it's just too strong. That just literally murder somebody. I believe the entire Geodude line is also capable of explosion, so they're illegal. Fire type, also illegal. Damn, there's so many Gen 1 fire types, I never realized that. And so many just like endangered / rare Pokemon. I would go with Pikachu being legal. I mean, yeah, it's a cute little rot thing. Why not? Primeape would definitely be way too violent. That's gotta be illegal. Like, Primeape would rip somebody's face off. We'll allow a little Horsey and Seadra. Why not? Tangela's kind of creepy. No, you can't have a Tangela. These things explode. No, thank you. Goldeen and Seaking, yeah, they're literally just fish. Nothing special about them. Vaporeon's illegal, and I'm not gonna go into details. I actually just arrest the whole Eevee line. Sorry, Eevee lovers. Ooh, Krabby's a tough one. We'll allow Krabby though. Why not? I understand the pincers probably like kill somebody. But you know, any Pokemon would probably kill a human if it really wanted to. Especially Shelder, that's why you're illegal. Ditto is absolutely illegal. Like, just use your imagination. Or don't, rather. Onix is way too big. Staryu and Starmie, they're kind of cool. I'll say they're illegal. Wigglytuff? Where did I put Jigglypuff? I don't know what happened to Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's arrested for some reason, so sure, Wigglytuff too. Scyther's a giant bug with axes on its arm. I'll allow Poliwag and Poliwhirl. This is more borderline. And then I'm gonna say the Dugtrio line's technically illegal because they dig holes, but like nobody really cares because they're just like moles or whatever. Same with Slowpoke and Slowbro. And then the rest of these, yeah, just get arrested. Why do you want these Pokemon? Actually, Seal's literally a Seal. Seal can stay, but not Dugong. There we go. A lot more are illegal than you may have thought. But I figured anything that could explode, start a fire, poison something, or is super rare and like endangered is just illegal. Next post. Comparing the taste of Pokemon cards from pre-2010s versus present. I don't know if I could do that on camera, but screw it. Let's get some cards. I got a few cards here to try this out. First off, for the old cards, we have a base set Charizard. I figured there's no better card to try it out with than this one. Second off, I have the Pokemon Rumble Mewtwo. I decided to get a card that was released in 2009, right before 2010, just to see if it makes any difference. And then I have a card released in 2011, which is the Full Art Mewtwo EX from the Black and White era. And then finally, I have a card from one of the newest sets. This is a Secret Rare Lacy, I believe it's the rarity. Pretty cool card, pretty nice. So, let's just eat these. So we have the original Charizard from the oldest set and the Lacy from one of the newest sets. Look at the backs, pretty similar. The old ones feel a bit sturdier. Let's just try them out. So first off, the old one. Yeah, that's paper. The new one. Okay, there is a difference. There is a difference. The old ones taste papery, like more papery, while the new ones are more like plasticky. I don't know how to describe it. The old ones definitely feel thicker than the new ones too. I don't know if that makes a difference. And I guess I could just like bite into them too to see what they're like. So I guess I'll just bite into the Charizard and see what that one tastes like. All right, here we go. So Pokemon cards don't taste good. Also, get trolled. Everything on the internet is fake. This was a C-Dot. I didn't actually bite my Charizard. I did lick it though, which I wasn't going to, but then I was like, I just full committed to the bit. And yeah, I licked a base set Charizard. So what? I will be auctioning off this bit off C-Dot on my Patreon. Just kidding, I don't have a Patreon. So yeah, verdict. Older cards taste better. I'm not gonna bite into a vintage card because I don't want to ruin them. But the C-Dot did not taste good. Can you be Pokemon Platinum with only Bidoof? Me, no, but somebody else probably. Pokemon with only Unknown. Has anybody ever done that? Hold on. Pokemon with only Unknown. Oh no, people have done it. A lot of people have done it. I've just never seen it done before. Drawing Pokemon from memory. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Random number. I'll just do 1 to 500. I know that's more than 500 Pokemon, but whatever. 4. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Pokemon number 4 is Charmander. We're gonna do Charmander here from memory. I'm not an artist. A lot of people they just assume that I'm good at art. I don't know why. I'm not an artist. So we're gonna draw the outline of Charmander. There's the tail. There's its face. And then its arms are like that. Then we got his feet. Its other foot. And then its tail kind of goes up there. We got the flame. Go like that, and we'll go like that. And then we'll get the paint bucket tool. We'll do that. And we'll do, actually we'll do red. Or yeah, we'll do red, and then we'll do orange for the body of Charmander. And then we got the eyes. So he kind of has these oval eyes, sort of. Like that. Then we can fill this in. Give him his pupil. We got Charmander. Charmeleon has the horn. I don't think Charmander has the horn. But he does have this thing on its stomach. This yellow patch, I guess you could say. We'll do it like that. Okay. There's Charmander. I guess what we can do is we can get the other arm. Watch this. We can get the other arm like this. There we go. There's Charmander. Honestly, like, if you show this to somebody, they'd be like, oh, that's Charmander. Easy. Easy. All right, let's make this more interesting. Let's do 1 to 1,000. Pokemon number 450. I don't know Pokemon number 450 on the top of my head. So I'm gonna have to look this up and like somehow not look at a picture. Hey Siri, which Pokemon is number 450? I don't know why it's not saying it, but Hippowdon. Hippowdon is number 450. Siri, thank you, but I don't know why you didn't say that out loud. Now I'm gonna draw Hippowdon, which is gonna be more difficult. I don't know why I tend to start with the tail when I draw Pokemon, but I think Hippowdon has like a nubby tail, like that. And then it has its feet, which are kind of big. Its belly, like that. It has like a hippo face, so it like goes out, and then there's a bulb up. And then it's fat. This looks like a Sandile. I might just be making a Sandile. It has kind of these like goofy teeth, doesn't it? It's like big hippo teeth. So if we draw the mouth like that, and then we have this. That's an eye, all right. Okay. And I think it's like brown, isn't it? Like that. And then we can do this for the feet. We can take the yellow and do this little thing. And then also with the yellow, I need something to make like blotches. How do I just make like a blotch? Here we go. You just make a ton of spots. And we can fill them in. That's a Hippowdon. I'm not as confident that people would get this as they would get the Charmander. It kind of looks like Sandile and Mudsdale at the same time. Let's do another Pokemon. Pokemon 150, isn't that Mewtwo? Pretty sure that's Mewtwo. All right, let's draw Mewtwo here. So always start with the tail. I literally, hold on, I have to like turn this over because I have a Mewtwo card literally right next to me that I almost ate. Out of context, that sounds, I mean in context, that sounds weird too. No, not yellow. Let's get black. All right, Mewtwo has this like long wavy tail that like kind of goes to its stomach. It like connects up to its stomach. It's really weird. And then Mewtwo has like these weird feet, which are like that. And his hands are like that too. And its legs. And then he's like, I'm Mewtwo. And he has kind of these like Shrek horns going on. It's kind of like a cat. So he has like a lighter purple tail. And then, isn't Mewtwo like white, kind of? Actually, we'll make this a darker purple, and then we'll make the body this color. Oh. So that's Mewtwo. I feel like the colors in the tail really give that away. If it wasn't for the colors, you'd have no idea what Pokemon this is. Honestly, in a way, it kind of looks like Greninja too. I kind of see Greninja if it wasn't for the colors. We'll do one more Pokemon. right? So far, I'm like 1 for 3. The Charmander, that's clearly a Charmander. Other two, we don't talk about Hippowdon. All right, 20. I don't want another Gen 1 Pokemon. No, hold on. Give me to 1,000. I just realized I never did 1 to 1,000. 397. That is a Gen 4 Pokemon. You know, that's another Gen 4 Pokemon. No. What's with only Gen 1 and Gen 4? 700s. Who is Pokemon 700? Who is Pokemon number 700? Sylveon. Ooh, okay. That's a cool one. That's a really hard one to draw. So Sylveon, does Sylveon have a tail? Does Sylveon have a tail? It has to. All the evolutions have a tail. I think it's like... Again, I don't know why I always start with the tail. Alright, so Sylveon has longer legs, I believe. There's the head. And the eyes. This looks more like Dialga. And then it has like ears, doesn't it? Like, you know, I played a Sylveon deck in the TCG. Sylveon Gardevoir, which is like not very good but funny. And I took it to a local tournament and went undefeated. So I should know what Sylveon looks like. It has these like ribbon things, like meow. Yeah, like I know there's pink and light blue. And is its body just entirely pink? That's Sylveon. Again, like if you knew this was a Pokemon, you'd probably guess Sylveon. If I just showed this to somebody, I don't know what they would think it is. Like a pink cat with like 2 gray whiskers that are really long. But yeah, these are my Pokemon. I think they just got progressively worse. With the exception of Mewtwo. Mewtwo's second best. But yeah, there's drawing Pokemon from memory. Ranking non-legendary Pokemon based on how powerful they are in the Pokedex entries, that's like too real. That's like a good video. No, I'm not gonna do that. IDK, talk about Pokemon Stadium or some shit. I actually have a Japanese copy of Pokemon Stadium just because it looks cool and it was cheap. I think I got it for like 10 bucks. I don't know how true this is, but apparently if you unscrew the back of an N64 cart, a Japanese N64 cart, and screw in an English back, you could play a Japanese cart on an English N64, which is pretty cool. Because I only have an English one, or an American one, rather. I also have the strategy guide somewhere. If I can find it. Here it is. Oh wow, this is the first one in the drawer. So I never made an intended video on Pokemon Stadium. And perhaps I could in the future. Like, the idea of it seems cool, but the thing with Pokemon Stadium is like, the main story is just the battles with the gyms leading up to Giovanni. I think Elite Four is also in it. But there's really not much to do in terms of the guide. So like, if I go, here we go. So this is the gym tower, right? So you have to go through the gym tower a few times. There's the Petite Cup, there's the round 1, round 2, whatever. The issue with it is like, it just tells you what Pokemon are good to Reds, and that's it. So like round 1 for the Boulder badge, suggested types, Fire, Psychic. A competent Fire-type Pokemon or 2 easily wipes out the first batch of insects and weeds. If you're not sure who else to bring, stick a Psychic type in your team and use it to attack Oddish and Bellsprout. Since they are dual types, they are equally susceptible to Psychic attacks. And then it shows like all the junior trainers have Bug for the Boulder badge. Like, I don't really know how I would make a video out of this. It's like so, it's just like, here's good types against this battle. It's like, okay, thanks guide. Like, it's accurate, it's good, it's helpful, but I can't make a YouTube video out of it, and they should have thought of that 30 years ago when they made this guide, but they didn't. Multiplayer tips. Okay, multiplayer strategies. Use Mewtwo. Yeah, here we have like the mini games too. Like, I could maybe just make a general video on Pokemon Stadium and show the guide and not have it be an intended video, but I don't know what that would really entail. Pokemon Stadium secrets. Ooh. Surfing Pikachu, Amnesia Psyduck. Bonus stickers. Wow. Alternate Pokemon colors, which are not shinies, but they're kind of like the precursor to shinies. GB Tower upgrades for other backgrounds. Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about making a video involving Pokemon Stadium 2 that's not actually about Pokemon Stadium, which sounds really vague because I don't know if I can actually pull this off, but when I do, you'll know what I'm talking about, if I can pull it off. But yeah, there's me talking about Pokemon Stadium for I don't know however long that was. Pokemon Smasher pass using only their cries? What is wrong with you people? Worst Pokemon to use as a baseball. What is the heaviest Pokemon? What is the heaviest Pokemon? Celesteela, 2,204 pounds. I think this would be the worst baseball because you could hit it with the bat as hard as you want, it's not moving. Beanie Pokemon blindfolded, tried that once, wasn't fun. Pokemon, but following a Yu-Gi-Oh! Strategy guide. I actually have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Strategy guide, give me a sec. This is the strategy guide for Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters Coliseum on the PS2. I used to be obsessed with this game when it came out. So I don't really understand how I would do that. Like, how would I use this guide to beat Pokemon? This also isn't like a traditional Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. It's like you have like these pieces that you move around on a board. Kind of like a chess type game, I guess. So I don't really know how this would like translate at all. Yeah, I mean, it's a dumb idea. So thank you for the suggestion, but I just can't physically do it. And there are some of your stupid video ideas that I tried to make into a video. Some of them were either just good ideas or I just couldn't do because it required like a full playthrough of the game, which I can't do for this like silly video. I'm not gonna make, 30 videos that are stupid. Granted, all my videos are stupid, but you know what I'm saying. Either way, I'm just gonna end the video. I'll see you later. Goodbye.